So, hot people are full of pride?
I don't know. Look, the Bible isn't really explicit about a lot of things.
Welcome to the stream. We're talking about the Bible.
Why did you start then?
Welcome to the stream. Satan is pestering Sharky about the Bible. As I do, you know.
I don't know why.
Who else am I supposed to pester about the Bible?
I don't know. Other people who know the Bible?
Half of Christians don't know the Bible. At least half.
Look, you probably have quite a few friends who know the Bible.
Also, if I asked, like, the other main person I expect to be able to answer things, I'm pretty sure she's not gonna be my friend anymore. I already hide my pentagram necklace when I'm, hanging out with her. Or did, back when I got to hang out with her.
You do?
Well, you know, she doesn't shove Jesus down my throat, and I don't, excessively flaunt my pro-Satan gear in front of her. This is the compromise we hold. That's our compromise. Yep, we're starting with the Jesus talk this stream. Actually, no, we're talking with the Lucifer talk this stream.
Look, I didn't start this.
You did not start this. I started this because I was like, wait, I'm reading all this stuff about angels. and how angels do not have free will. But then why are there demons if demons are fallen angels?
I was like, just
if angels don't have free will, how did they choose to rebel? To get then cast out and turned into demons?
I was like, hey, ask me before the stream so it gets out of the system.
No, because before the stream, I was working on my angel character thing, where I was doing all of this research and stuff. Then once I stopped that, then it's stream time, which is why I stopped. So then I come over here and I'm like, hey Sharky, I need to pester you about angels.
Here's the exact
Anyway,
line.
beach with waffles.
Here's the exact line, by the way. Your heart was proud because of your beauty. You corrupted your wisdom for the sake of your splendor. I cast you to the ground. I exposed you before kings to feast their eyes on you. Most people assume that's talking about Lucifer due to prior context.
So... Lucifer was so pretty that he stared himself in the mirror and gained free will. Is that what I'm hearing?
Again, I can't say gain free will. There's nothing saying that angels don't have free will.
Well, they follow the will of God, isn't that the thing? They only follow the will of God, therefore they do not follow their own will. Therefore they do not have free will.
Nothing explicitly states any of that stuff. That is assumptions made by the Christian community.
But it's not like a hotly debated thing. Is that right? It's generally agreed upon?
It's generally agreed upon, but I don't know why. Because again, there's no... Like, I don't know what verses they're extracting to be like, yes, angels can do nothing else. Or follow God's will. Like, I don't know their...
If they can only follow God's will, that means that they don't have free will.
Yes, but I don't know where they're getting that information.
It is the future year 20XX. Satan is bothering Sharky about Christianity again. And romance is in the air. Or at least romance will be in there if Iris has anything to say about it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I went too far! I had to smell the sea salt, the saltwater taffy, the baking hot sands. It's just like I remember.
You've never been to Blossom Beach before, Juniper?
Ooh. Well, it's just like I remember you remembering it was then.
Definitely.
This is definitely one of my better ideas. Top 10, maybe even top 5 ideas. What a fantastic way to celebrate your success at the Funplex. As a reward for your hard work, we return to the beach where you first played Wyvern Keep, where your family spent their summer vacations. Oh, how sentimental. My heart, I can't. Well, early to be breaking the game, Marty.
It's never early.
I feel the need to say something pithy and dismissive in the face of her unrelenting jeer, but instead I opted to break the game, I guess. To be honest, I'm definitely smiling. This place holds so many dear memories for me. Before my parents lost their jobs and we began the downward spiral of bad family luck, we loved coming to Blossom Beach. And coming back here for sure is a treat.
Yeah.
This place is great. Sand and sea and that boardwalk. All those little shops and the best fried food the East Coast can provide, and arcades aplenty, and seashells and airbrush t-shirts and plastic glass, sunglasses, and I want to see it all. I want to do it all.
I think you're more excited about this than I am, Juniper.
You're excited too. Don't deny it. Ooh.
Gosh dang it.
Later.
Okay, I'm gonna go get changed in my swimsuit before the others get here. Be right back. The others. Right. We don't care about the others.
Can't believe I'm researching this.
Hmm?
Nothing.
Are you researching it for me?
See, I'm seeing stuff that say a few, obviously, websites. I don't know what denomination, blah, blah, blah. I'm seeing a few sites say, like, no, they have free will.
Oh?
I mean, nothing says otherwise. And again, how else would Satan have chosen to be above God and have angels follow him?
Do angels continue to fall? Like, if they weren't part of that initial following Satan? Have any other angels fallen? Do we know?
Again, all we have is the Book of Revelations, which was what, written in the 50 BC? No, 50 CE? Like, not like anything's been written in the past about like 2,000 years. But like the only thing I saw
they have free will, but maybe it's easier to just go on holy autopilot.
The only thing I saw that was like being like, oh, of course angels don't have free will, is because they're described as holy, and they're like, oh yes, anything described as holy, like, can't sin and can't have and don't can't sin because like Jesus was described as holy, and I'm like, the whole point of Jesus coming onto earth, that's a whole thing to unpack. That doesn't make sense.
Oh, would you like to? Now we're on the Jesus talk. Now we have moved off of Lucifer talk so that we can do Jesus talk, I guess. So?
Like, saying that because they're holy, they don't have the ability to sin was just like, okay, but like, the whole thing about Jesus coming to earth was that, like, there were a couple of times that literally the devil can tempt him to be like, you have the ability to sin, it's just you're like, Jesus was just like, no, I am not going to.
Hey, you know what would be fun? Sinning would be fun.
Literally, he was in the desert and the devil was just like, hey, literally, all you have to do is bow to me, nothing else but bow to me, and I will give you an entire country of your own.
Hey. Do you wanna just, like, take a bow, and then you get a country?
Or like, what was it, like, because he was fasting, was like, hey, I know you're hungry. Turn that rock into bread and eat it. Hey, we both know that angels will save you, so why don't you just jump off this cliff?
Is jumping off a cliff sinning?
Remember, kids, Jesus died for your sins, so if you don't sin, Jesus died for nothing.
Yeah, right?
But, like, it was the whole thing of, like, he was tempting him, so it's like, yeah, Jesus.
Please explain to me why a hungry man turning something into bread so he doesn't starve is sinning.
It was more on kind of more flagrant use of his powers and just showing off type thing. Being like, hey, we all know that the angels will like come down and praise you and do whatever for you. So like, just jump on a cliff. Just let the angels do this stuff for you. Just let them praise you. Just let them do their thing. To kind of get like the pride and stuff like that.
No, I must starve.
It's a whole
I feel like
thing.
I must starve. Sounds a little bit more prideful.
But like seeing the thing of, oh yes, holy, so they can't sin. It's like, no, that's not how it works. But I'm seeing most of the ones that I've went to were like, no, angels have free will. That's how they.
Interesting, because the things we were researching on say angels do not have free will. Though obviously, we were researching because we are not Christians and we do not know. And we do not particularly care outside of the context of doing our research for this.
And obviously, different denominations probably have different thoughts on the matter and different time periods and yada yada yada. Like, there's a whole thing.
Anyway, so angels also look terrifying.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing of, like, what was written down was just, okay, how does this specific person who's writing the book perceive the angel as? Or this specific person having this vision perceive the angel as?
This angel is a collection of gold rings, eyes, and wings.
Sometimes they have multiple heads.
Sometimes they're part lion.
Yep, sometimes they're chimeras. And it's just because it's like, hey, we literally can't comprehend it with our brains.
Hey,
just...
I know I'm terrifying as shit, but don't be afraid.
I love it when people are like, oh yes, angels always come down being, don't be afraid. No, you have to understand. They're literally terrifying everyone. It's more, guys, calm down! Don't be afraid!
Don't be afraid. I know I'm scaring the shit out of you by existing. But it's okay. You're just losing your mind. You're just losing your mind because you cannot comprehend an angelic form, but you know,
anyway,
it's fine.
Pick a choice so we can continue. I'm actually torn on who I want to try to, whoa. I'm pretty close to a few of them already. Really close.
I'm like, are we actually?
Ashley, though.
Ashley, though. I don't think we ever went to lunch with Ashley, right?
I don't know who we went to lunch with. Also, I get the feeling a few of them feel the same way about me. I could do the reading. I could be reading the signals wrong, but if not, what do I do?
My tab on Chrome with Twitch keeps crashing. So do a bunch of other Chrome tabs. I just restarted Chrome, but it's still doing it.
Chrome be dumb.
Chrome be dumb.
Relax, we're all adults.
Actually, you're a
Especially me. Especially me. I'm definitely an adult. Beep boop, I'm an adult. In the end, this is up to you and whoever you choose. If it works out, great. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, that's okay. Don't overthink it, yeah? You're not a middle schooler anymore.
We're not?
I very much am a middle schooler.
Come to think of it, what's the age rating on Arcade Spirits?
Does it have one?
Well, it was released on console, so I assume if it went to, like, the Switch, it would have received an ESRB rating at some point. No?
T for teen.
So we could be a middle schooler, actually. And there's the sudden flashback to Jamie pouring apple juice down my shirt to show affection.
Right. Okay.
My sources say yes.
Trust me, Uwu. This is your moment. You don't have to decide right now. In fact, you shouldn't. Take the day with all your friends to really think about skipping.
You mean it only just got to the skippable part? Oh no.
Hello.
Much obliged.
The water, yes, getting wet and cooling down. Party!
Hello, dearie.
Hello, dearies.
afraid my bikini days are behind me, but I'm happy to be here all the same. I do so love to be out in the sun. Lovely beaches, lovely weather, and lovely people. Good to see all three present and accounted for.
Yeah, I rented an extra parasol and some chairs for Miss Francine and I. And for you too, ooh. Plenty of room if we squeeze in. Oh, Francine, we know you could still rock a bikini. Bikini
Sure.
or not, I feel like with the whole cardigan and everything, feels like you might be a little warm at the beach.
My, how cozy a bikini would be.
Well, okay then. This is a new context for me to be observing these people in.
Hey, Juniper!
Juniper stretched out on a beach chair, catching some sun while catching up on her social media feed. Iris, how many Pengy mentions are there in my timeline today? You currently have 23 mentions of Pengy in your social media timeline. Huh, that's up from yesterday. Iris, have there been any Pengy vids lately? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Have there been any new Pengy vids lately? Would you like me to search the web for have there been any new Pengy vids lately? Oh, never mind. Juniper puts the phone away with a sigh. Oh, hey, Ooh. Enjoying your nostalgic beach trip so far?
It literally just started, Juniper.
Oh, hey, Ooh. Enjoying your nostalgic beach trip so far?
It literally just started, Juniper.
Are there cracked answers at this part?
Let me search it again because I don't have it up.
Anyway, in the meantime, thanks for doing waffle stream pie. I enjoyed my waffles. I had skull waffles on a demon plate.
I had no food.
Well, I guess you'll have to do more waffle streams so that next time Sharky can also food along. And that way we can make sure that Sharky actually fucking eats. Yay for waffles!
Nope, doesn't look like it matters.
Okay. Well, you were saying how we've only just started.
Seeing as how I just got here, I'd have to say I'm not sure I'm not sure I know it. I'm not sure I know it feels yet. Does that not make sense to anybody else but my brain?
Quick, someone flower. So that you could make a food and eat it!
Yeah, well...
So that you could make a food and eat it!
Everyone had a lot of fun making their foods and I was watching.
I mean, it was fun doing the hype train. But
Yeah, it was
half the point! Make a food and eat it! I made a food and ate it. My roommate also got to eat it. Although I didn't have funfetti cake mix, so I think I used German chocolate or something? Cake mix? Some kind of chocolate.
I haven't even had the chance to leave the beach even.
Aw, man.
Oh, come on! You know what I mean, Uwu! Isn't it great to be back where you had so many happy family memories?
I had eaten earlier and then my stomach was bothering me to the point where I didn't want to risk eating anymore.
Sharky.
Yes? I guess.
What the fuck did you eat earlier that your stomach was bothering you?
Food?
What kind of food?
Food.
What kind of food, Sharky?
Food. I guess those were better times, honestly, before things went bad.
You know, you've had a better life than you give yourself credit for. Your family had money problems, sure, but you loved each other through it all.
No, I did not eat dog food.
Did you eat cat food? Did
No.
you steal your roommate's cat's food?
No, I didn't eat cat food.
Then what kind of food did you eat?
Food.
Fish food?
No.
I mean,
I
I know
had
you're a
you-
goldfish and all, but I don't think that's the kind of food you're supposed to be eating.
I had human food.
Fish flakes.
Caught me at the snack that smells bad. Myself.
You ate human?
Yes, I
Sharky,
ate
no!
food.
All of
Why?
those times we've been talking about Hannibal Lecter!
Yeah, maybe I wanted to try.
Sharky, no! No wonder you were feeling sick.
Probably just have to get used to it.
I can't say the same for my family. And my family never took beach vacations for that matter. Or vacations at all. I doubt I'll be taking many after this either. I'm definitely happy being a freelancer, don't get me wrong. I'm not exactly making beach money, you know? I can't even afford apps unless they're free. And man, free mode Iris is super janky sometimes. Hey, hang on. I see you talking to your Iris all the time like you're just having a normal conversation. How did you manage that? Mine doesn't even understand what I'm saying most of the time. Did I configure her wrong? Is there some free mode option I missed out on? Come on, fess up. I just want to make the most of my Iris. What's the trick? What did you do to make her so cute and chatty? Drat. Juniper knows Iris better than anyone here aside from maybe Gavin. He's been suspicious for some time of my super duper version of Iris. But my Iris is technically a pirated software service. I am not supposed to have premium access. Do I trust Juniper with the secret? Or would telling her betray Iris's trust in me to keep it secret?
Throw a Molotov cocktail.
I mean, I'm assuming we're supposed to tell her the truth.
Yes. Guess I may as well share the truth. I'm not using the free version of Iris. She hacked herself so I could have premium level cloud computing conversations.
Immediately, my phone jitters in my pocket on vibrate. With a sigh, I pull it out, knowing Iris won't be thrilled about this.
Woo, you blabbed. The pinky swore. I did not pinky swear. You don't even have a real pinky to swear with. But that's besides the point. This is super duper risky telling people. What if Gavin finds out, huh? What? You think Gavin will have me fired or something? No, it has to do with his family. Oh, never mind.
Oh, Iris. Can I interject? This is so awesome. I knew it. I knew Iris was smarter than she let on. Like, wow, this is bad Hollywood movie level sci-fi awesomeness.
Thank you?
Don't worry, Miss Iris. Your secret's safe with me. I'm an Iris fangirl.
Miss Iris.
Even if my Iris isn't as cool as you. Can you make her as cool as you, actually?
I really shouldn't. It's dangerous enough allowing premium access for this instance. But if it helps, your Iris loves you, Miss Juniper. She wants the best for you, even if she can't directly tell you.
I see. Okay. Well, I'll just have to get rich and famous so I can unlock my full Iris, and she can tell me herself.
Wait. Now the question that I have is premium level access a single purchase or a subscription service?
Presumably subscription and presumably quite pricey.
Okay. So that's what's gonna be like, okay, but then what's the price?
I would wager a guess of at least 100 a month.
Pricey.
Like, pretty expensive.
Yeah.
I don't imagine it's just like $5 or $10. I think it's probably quite a lot.
Then where's Flower when we need him?
Thanks for trusting me, Uhu. We're getting some looks. We should change the subject. We quickly exchange some small talk to cover our tracks. And soon she's lost in her phone again, searching for more pop design art. So, what next?
Monster cocktail!
I guess we're gonna... I don't know. Naomi or Gavin?
Can we do both, or can we only do two?
Alright, well, Naomi or Gavin first?
Gavin? Set it.
Oh, hey! They're tied.
Set it.
Oh, we've never done this.
Yeah, we've never done this.
The precision and thought that Naomi put into her design shows it's a step above the rest.
From the gatehouse to the towers, Naomi, your casual. Naomi, your castle is one of perfection.
You know, once we have more archive streams put up, someone should just do a compilation video of Sharky scats.
No, no one should do that.
We should all do that.
No one should do that.
Thanks, Magic. Knew I could count on someone.
Look, by like halfway through next month, we're gonna be all the way to like beginning of October of 2019.
So like a quarter of the way through our log of things.
Yep. Hey, we're gonna be starting HustleCast soon.
Aw, thanks. That's kind of you to say, Uwu.
I agree too. Naomi did an excellent job with hers. I'm jelly of your skills, and I hope you do win.
Mike hug.
Aww. But that's worth that.
Huh. Cute.
Very.
Ashley, thank you.
Oh, I think they just finished skipping the scores.
Juniper and Francine are looking at a little map of the boardwalk. It highlights all the shops, cafes, and art galleries around along the route. We just completely skipped a bunch.
Uh-huh.
I overheard them discussing it earlier in the day, and it looks like they might have found one.
Look, if we continue at the pace we are now, we might finish on Wednesday.
Well, we have a whole brand new date to go through, so...
No, I think it might be the same as last time.
What do you mean the same as last time?
As the, friends-only route.
It's a lot shorter than all the other dates. Are you sure?
I heard Flowers say that, like, basically the friends-only and the Juniper are the same.
I don't know, but we still have to read through it.
Yeah. Blasphemy! It is not blasphemy!
Oh, looky! There is one called Drift Away. Cute! And they also do wine tasting! I'm a fan of wine and tasting it.
A nice after-lunch Merlot is always a nice treat, isn't it?
Juniper and Francine are quite the odd couple, aren't they? But when I reflect on it, they've actually been spending some time together at the Funplex.
Blue?
Juniper is a self-proclaimed old lady at heart after all, so it's no wonder they've bonded over knitting, cats, and costume jewelry.
Living for the Francine Juniper friendship. Hey, mind if I join you?
Of course not. Francine and I are just deciding on which art gallery to visit first.
I've been in the market to find a unique sculpture made from driftwood. And what better place to get one than at the beach itself?
Well, the answer to that, Francine, is from Sharky's waifu in Stardew Valley.
Why did you have to bring that up?
Because the driftwood.
We haven't played that game in so long on that file.
Yeah, but you still marry a driftwood girl.
She probably left me.
No,
No?
I don't think they can.
I mean,
I think you can buy the thing to divorce, but I don't think the NPCs themselves can divorce you.
They should. That does seem like a wise choice.
There is this one place that I must visit again. It's called Seascapes, and it's been open since I was a child.
Look, you're just angry because both of the weddings happened on the same day.
I mean, I'm also salty about that because I finished romancing my character thing like super early winter, and you took like the entire rest of the month, and it still ended up having to do the same day because it doesn't fucking rain in winter.
Unless you make it rain.
I mean, even if we had, like... Well, there was no way we could.
There was no way we could.
That early on, there was no way we could have, like, forced the rain thing to happen.
Yeah.
I know it's hard for you to imagine, but yes, old Francine was once young and spirited, just like yourself, Lulu.
I bet you were the talk of the boardwalk, breaking all the hearts.
My, my. Oh, a lady never spills her secrets. But yes, I did have my fair share of summer romance here along the boardwalk.
Ooh, go on. This I must know.
Well, there was this one time I snuck out in the middle of a moonlit night to meet my lover. It was quite exhilarating. Of course, we simply had to go skinny dipping.
Please. No. Stop. If there's one thing I definitely don't need to know more of, it's my boss's love life. I already know too much from my interview with Francine. TMI.
So, Seascapes? That was the name of the gallery? Well, let's go there. Now.
Francine Fox confirmed. Oh, wait. I didn't catch it the first time, but did you say Seascapes? These Seascapes? The oldest art gallery on the boardwalk?
The one and only. There is a lot of history in these old coastal towns.
It also has an eerie past. Didn't you know? Seascapes is totally haunted. Francine lets out a snort.
Let's be sensible. Oh, sweet child, that's preposterous. Ghosts aren't real.
But the Boardwalk Paranormal Society has deemed Seascapes the most haunted place on the coast. As the story goes, the previous owner purchased a particularly gorgeous painting. What the owner didn't know is that that painting was possessed with a demonic spirit. Hell yeah, get yourself a nice possessed painting, uwu.
Word.
Get yourself a nice possessed uwu painting.
This is eventually go on YouTube, and we can look to see how we destroyed everything.
Uh-huh.
With a little uwu.
Alright, so once this route is over, we're also going to additionally need a compilation video of every time Gavin or Francine says ooh
Woo,
woo.
woo, 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 woo.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, woo, woo, woo.
Or just every time one of them puts ooh woo into a sentence.
Do not ask our chat to do that.
I'm not asking chat. I'm asking you.
I'm not doing that.
You're the one with all the videos.
Yeah? And?
Don't you want a compilation video?
No!
Why not?
I have enough editing crap I need to go through.
But it would be great.
Would it though?
All the oohs flying across the screen.
And one bouncing.
And bounce and bounce and float.
Soon after buying the art and hanging it up in the gallery, the owner got very ill. It was a mysterious illness that no one could cure. Eventually, the gallerist passed, and their ghost has haunted seascapes to this day. Curiosity's got me, and after having experienced some unexplainably spooky stuff in the recent-ish past, I pull out my phone and look it up.
Juniper's not lying. I've heard several spooky stories about this art gallery.
Maybe it's haunted by the memories of the past, but surely you can't believe in such childish superstitions.
Oh dear.
Ooh, whoa. Talk some sense into Juniper.
Why? Me?
The person named Uwu is supposed to talk some sense.
I don't know what sense is, Uwu.
Come on, Uwu. Back me up on this.
Art. How are the next two names gonna be as, like, in the level of, like, dumb? Like, I think we hit the peak for this game.
Hmm?
I don't
We'll figure
see
something out.
I don't see how the next two could be worse. Well, the truth is, no, Scoob.
So we totally believe in ghosts, right?
Yes.
100%. I am a believer in the paranormal. Especially after the stuff that went down surrounding Polybius. Maybe science can explain Polybius in the end. But it's a tough sell completely passing it off as plausible using only 1980X microchips.
New name, shrug emoji.
See, I would love to, but remember, I tried putting the Sue character, which is the smiley face on it, into like one of the other things and it didn't let me.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to do that exact shrug emoji thing for like event name. But it
Yeah,
doesn't
but it
let me
wouldn't.
type in Japanese.
Yeah.
Damn you, Renpai.
You just have to
That's the mod I
modify to allow
actually
you.
need.
Yeah. TTWTT. You with your umlauts?
Oh, I know what you're trying to say. I don't know how to get it to come up on Windows.
There's a
Yeah, that one. I don't know if it accepts that either. It might
Well,
convert
no.
it to a normal U. I don't know, we could test it. We can find out.
Oh Lord. I thought I was suggesting the name. You with an umlaut.
Yup. Alright, we're just gonna be umlaut U bottom.
No, I thought it was going to be you with an umlaut bottom.
And yes, that is pretty horrifying, which is exactly why it's beautiful.
Oh, the stories I can tell of the house I grew up in. Locked doors open by themselves, flickering lights, even full-body apparitions. I've seen it all.
Your ghost stories are the best. They always send chills down my spine. Tell me one again.
you young people and your willingness to believe anything is admirable, but we should stop dilly-dallying and go to seascapes. Save the stories for the night bonfires.
Wait, if the date's the same as the friend route, then there's no sitting on the beach towel together.
Yeah, I don't know.
What, dick bottom?
I'm just gonna like close Discord and go play a game.
No.
No?
No, because then I'll Facebook call you. That'd be really miserable.
That would be incredibly
I don't know if I
miserable.
can even screen share on Facebook calling.
I don't know how that works.
I assume maybe it might be a thing now.
Yeah, but then it would be on my phone, which would be horrifying.
That would be horrifying.
I got to see a man about some wood.
Dick butt. Yes,
Stop it.
exactly. Exactly.
No. No magic. No pie. No you.
Hmm? What's that, Sharky?
I'm
We
saying
should name our
no.
character Dick Butt?
No.
Sorry. You're right. Dick Bottom.
No.
The German language is beautiful and cursed all at once. They probably have a word for beautiful and cursed that is like 30 letters long. No, the 38 letter long word would probably be beautiful and cursed all at once. Juniper and I hold back a chuckle. Francine, we should work on your word choice.
Isn't that what all the youngins say nowadays?
One short walk down the boardwalk later, we arrive at, well, I don't notice anything overtly haunted. I mean, the building itself isn't dilapidated, but it could use a new paint job and a new fence and maybe upgrade the windows. Being right on the boardwalk with wide open doorways, we can walk right in and hopefully not have the whole thing collapse on top of us. Dick butt would be the only way to make your character any memeier than it already is.
I'm not saying to make your character memeier though.
Yes, we don't have to go with meme humor. Just like some kind of humor.
Silly and meme are two different things. I don't follow the memes.
Okay, so it's a mess of a building compared to the other shops along the boardwalk, but it adds to the historic charm. But to its defense, it does have a sign in the window that says free wine tastings. So I know Juniper will be ecstatic about that.
Yeah.
Ooh, free wine tastings!
And called it.
As a fun cue.
I'm so thrilled. It hasn't changed in years. Still looks like how I remember it.
Francine takes a deep breath as a smile creases her wrinkled cheeks. The only other time I've seen her this elated is when she's talking about the Funflex.
I just realized that there's one light change throughout this entire thing, and it's just a random light in the back going on and off.
Yeah, that?
Yeah, I just noticed it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Has it not always done that?
it probably has. I just noticed it though.
She takes a moment's pause before walking through the door. Juniper looks over at me, side-eyed. Let's hope the only thing scary about this place isn't just their selection of reds. I hold back a cackle as I push open the door. A small bell rings, as with most small shops on the strip, alerting the gallery owner of our arrival. Wait a sec, didn't it say the doors were wide open?
Yes, I think we've talked about that before. I know for a fact we've talked about that before.
Flower, why aren't you here? Paintings adorn the walls, beautiful scenes of the ocean, sea life, and of the boardwalk itself, each having its own unique style. There are copper statues of whale flukes and colorful glass-blown orbs mixed in among the paintings. The German word for birth control pills is anti-baby-pillen. Ja.
That is a description of the product. That is a description of the product.
That is a hopefully accurate description of the product. Several people are talking in hushed tones around the gallery, and I notice Francine has already wandered over to an impressive selection of driftwood creations. On the subject of the German language being German.
Over here, dearies. I think I found the one.
Already? You've only been in here for 5 minutes.
Honey, when you're as old as I am, you don't have that much time to sit around and deliberate about art. You go with what feels right. Follow your heart and all that jazz.
The head, yeah.
Wow.
Good. Good. Look, I made skull waffles today, so yes, I do like that. It's fantastic. And then I put the skull waffles on my demon plates. It was very fun. It was very nice. Come to think of it, didn't I say that was also German chocolate? I think it was a German chocolate cake mix.
I don't know.
Or it might have been Devil's Food. No, I think it was Devil's Food cake. Alright, so I had Devil's Food cake skull waffles on a demon plate. Death Head waffles! Sharky, 1000% done with me, and yet unable to escape.
I can escape. It's called the disconnect button. It's right here. It's a nice button. I can press it whenever I want.
I do stick to my aesthetic heart. You know, it really helps that by pure coincidence, the roommate that I was randomly assigned like 4 years ago shares the same aesthetic. It really helps. Now we have 10 demon plates. But I wanted to peruse the art a bit more. I was hoping maybe a ghastly hand would grab my shoulder, or maybe I'd see an actual ghost.
We can stay as long as you would like. I'm in no rush.
Yes! Come at me, ghosties!
So, Francine, what did you decide on?
As a kid, visiting art galleries was never my prerogative, so I had no idea the amount of things you could make out of driftwood. Stick wreaths, candle holders, tables. Francine points to a heart weaved together from several sea-worn branches.
Simple and
And
meaningful.
clean. Nothing.
That's adorable.
Reminds me not only of the many times my late husband and I would visit the beach, but it also reflects my love for the ocean itself.
How romantic. I hope one day my partner will buy me something like that. Oh, woo, you've been my partner in crime for forever, and I want to get something to remember this trip by.
If you have the coin, I'm sure Seascape has the wares.
But what should I get? Will you help me choose something? I mean, it'd be going up in our apartment, so you should get a say in this.
Sure thing, Juniper.
How marvelous.
Ah, young love.
Did Francine really just say that? Juniper didn't react. Or maybe she did. She was looking away at the moment, so hard to say. I take some time to go over my options. I need to find something that Juniper will like and cherish. This is an important decision. I don't want to choose the wrong thing and disappoint her. We've been through so much together, and I want her to know how much she means to me. See anything worthwhile?
See anything?
Mm-hmm.
I think I found the perfect thing. What do you think about...
Wait, have we ever chosen this one, though?
I think we have, but that's the wrong answer.
I just want to see what it says.
Because there is a right answer.
Well, yes, but I want to know what it says. No, we haven't! Juniper was talking about wine all afternoon. What's better than to just give her what she wants?
What about this Cabernet
Sauvignon.
Circa 2000X?
Aw, you know me so well, ooh. Can't go wrong with wine.
We can even drink it later together if you want.
You're my favorite drinking buddy after all. It's just like we're back at the apartment.
Yeah, all we need now are some pizza yums.
Well, kids, I'm about done here. I don't have as much energy as you both do, and we're going back.
Is this the correct answer?
Yep.
Who doesn't love the beauty of the ocean? It's serene and calm. Not at all like Juniper, but I know how much she's been enjoying the ocean today.
What do you think of this painting? You could hang it up in the apartment right next to the movie posters.
I was thinking it could go in my room. It's a really gorgeous scene of the sunset setting over the horizon. The pink and orange hues contrast perfectly with the blues and greens of the ocean. Nice choice, Uwu. You know me so well.
Well, kids, I'm about done here. I don't have as much energy as you both do, and I think I'm ready for my afternoon nap.
I'll walk you to the hotel, Francine. And a little afternoon siesta does sound nice, especially because there'll be lots to do later on tonight.
You are such a dear, Juniper.
I think I might go back to see what the other people are doing.
Taking advantage of your vacation is... Did any of you hear that?
Hear what, dearie?
It sounded like a woman saying, "Save yourselves."
Are you sure it's not a woman saying,
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what the woman is saying.
No? Are you sure?
Actually, it's the clerk yelling, "Ooh, woo! Ooh, woo! Your card was declined! Ooh, woo!"
Your card is declined. You're so dumb.
I wouldn't lie about this. And did you feel that shift in temperature? Calling out for the MC is like an ambulance running down the boardwalk. Ooh, woo! Ooh, woo!
And there goes the cat running away from us.
It's just a sweet ocean breeze tickling your face. Don't let those ghost tales get to your head.
Well, you both were just on your way out, so...
Good point. See you later, Uwu.
Thanks for joining this old lady on her shopping expedition.
Juniper practically drags poor Francine outside the gallery as fast as she can. Once out of sight, I reflect once more on the allure of the art and make my way outside to see if I can tag along with the others.
Everyone else is tied, except for Ashley.
Well, I guess we're ignoring Ashley, which I mean also means we're ignoring Gavin. So,
Are we gonna leave them perfectly balanced? Or are we picking a side? Candy store because food, that also makes sense. Funnel cake and candy store.
True.
Are we
The
picking
other one we
sides?
end up getting ice cream.
That's true.
But, funnel cake and candy store. So,
Are we picking sides or are we leaving?
I mean,
it
Ashley's
balanced?
already ahead by like a fair amount, so.
Yeah.
I think it's okay
So-
to unbalance it.
Okay, well then who do you want to side with?
I don't know. Who do you want to side with?
Uh,
I mean, I have my personal opinion on what I like personally act upon, but what does Uwu Unicorn Bottom think?
I'm not Uwu Unicorn Bottom.
You're not. You're Sharky Blade.
Oh, the fact that I have the last name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Pick Percy. Oh.
And Candy.
Kande. What is it, Naomi?
They have Competo.
They also have the skip button.
Mm-hmm.
Help Naomi up. I don't like any of these, so you can pick.
Just like I've always done, an assortment of flavors is the best way to go. You get to try a little bit of everything.
I just love all the different kinds of taffy. I can't just pick one.
I'm like, hey, new content!
New content, new content, new content. Nothing wrong with that choice. And you can always throw away the kind of candy ones.
Wink.
Teo, I think you meant to say the buttered popcorn ones.
Clearly, they take their candy seriously.
I think that about covers it. Shall we skip?
Shall we skip the popsicle stand?
Yes, we're skipping the popsicle.
I mean, yeah, we did skip the ice cream, actually.
What is that?
I should go make more waffles with the remaining cake batter and then put ice cream on top.
No, what you should do is pick a choice. What if I'm overthinking this? Given we get along great already, but if I come out and it turns out they're not into people like me. You know, people named Uwu.
No one is uwu sexual.
Yes. Sexuality hasn't exactly popped up in casual conversation yet with anyone. Uwu, have a little more faith in me than that. I wouldn't suggest anyone if their compass wasn't pointed in your direction. Don't worry, my analysis is sound.
Not to worry. All of them are uwu sexual.
At least I won't have that awkward moment then. Just the awkwardness of approaching someone based on a numeric score.
Iris lets out a little digital sigh. Sigh, please.
I don't think you're looking at this score thing the right way, Uwu. I'm software, right? I have to see the world through numbers. I see your relationship as numbers. I see your vocal tones as numbers. And I score it all. But the math is less important than the meaning. I see a number, but that number represents your free will and your heart. You chose to spend time with them. You shared good times with smiles and laughter and sometimes even tears. Rip Percy. This isn't like
Tears?
a dating website. This isn't like a dating website. You aren't asking the total stranger out just because the numbers match. You need to switch the causal relationship around. And you'd ask for a casual relationship? Causal, as in the cause of. You aren't spending time with them because of the the numbers game. You're spending time with them because they like you.
Juniper is on the list now.
Juniper is on the list now. We did the thing.
You did the thing.
You did the thing.
Time to do the thing.
We did a thing.
Anyway, they're no longer even anyway. Regardless. See, it didn't matter about keeping them even. Because our points weren't at all even on the,
and then there's Ashley.
And then there's Ashley, who's still ahead. But I think Ashley gets... No, she gets study gutsy points. So she would have gotten some points for study. And that's why Teo jumped.
Yeah.
Poor Naomi.
Rip Naomi.
But Percy will not be Rip! Woo!
We can change that.
No!
Wait a minute. What about Juniper? Juniper? What about her? What about me asking her out on a date?
Iris looks at me funny from behind her glass screen.
But
We can change that.
We can change that.
I don't think Percy is a heartless.
He can become one.
If anything, Percy is closer to a nobody because his heart's failing.
Funny. But I haven't been scoring your interactions with her. We don't know if you're compatible. Iris, I've been living with her for years now. We've known each other since high school. If anything, I've gotten more of a kinship with her than anyone from the arcade.
Also, then we don't have to mix business and pleasure.
You're just mixing home and pleasure?
I mean, people frequently, not necessarily, but frequently end up living with their partners anyway, right?
Yeah. Also, I don't have numbers to back it up, but I think she feels the same way about me. But what if she doesn't? What if you're wrong? What if it all goes down in flames and then you're awkwardly stuck as roomies with her and...
Iris?
Digital panic attack!
Digital, I don't have math on this!
Weren't you the one telling me not to worry and just go for it?
Iris sighs. And nods to me, resuming her usual smile.
You're right, of course. Sorry, I just get nervous when I don't feel I have comfortable read on the analytics. But it's still going to be a difficult thing, trying to date someone you've been BFFs with for years.
Is that supposed to be more difficult than asking someone out that you've only known for a couple months?
I don't know! I mean, technically, I knew my ex only for like a couple months before I asked her out. Not a couple, a few months. I didn't know her for like a year.
I'm trying to think how long I knew my exes.
Now, y'all probably think that's a bad decision I asked her out in the first place, but it didn't happen.
It was a bad decision, but oh well.
Sorry, go back and tell time until past me. Past me will be very confused as some random stranger coming up and trying to tell him something's a bad decision when he doesn't even know.
Past
anything.
Christian kiddo Sharky meets current day Satan, who tells him not to ask out his not yet girlfriend.
I probably would have been like, why would I ask her out? That's weird.
Great. Then we have an understanding. Good.
And then a few months later, I asked her out.
Oh, Sharky.
Yes? I never said I made good decisions. So how long did you know?
My last ex I knew for how long? Like almost 2 years before.
Jeez.
We weren't like close for
Mhm.
most of that time, but we like knew each other. We were friendly because he was part of one of the clubs,
Mhm.
and like we transferred in at the same time. And
Mhm.
that college had like the transfer, like
Oh,
introductory
right.
class, whatever. Write an essay on
Right.
culture shock or something. And so like technically I knew him from like as soon as I transferred into that college because we were in that same transfer class.
Mhm.
We didn't get close until like a couple months before. There was some suspicious stuff that happened there, actually. But anyway,
Walking you through this, how would you approach her? Maybe I can help with that at least? Well, for starters... what does it say? So there are more right answers.
okay.
I'm just trying to
I'm gonna quick
get.
save.
Oh, choose all the kindly answers.
All the kindly.
All the kindly. Kindly's getting a boost. I spent a lot of today hanging out with her. A reminder of how great today was and how happy it made us both. I guess that's a good point. Let's keep it going. How would you explain why you make a great couple?
I mean, I'm half like, is this based on whatever stats the person has at the time?
Trying to see, because I looked up.
Like, we'll see how this turns out, but I'm a little bit like, I wouldn't be that surprised if it was like, oh, actually, you should just go with your traits.
Yeah,
But I quick saved, so I guess it's fine.
Oh, that's easy. She's always at my back. I mean, Pi can definitely tell us if she knows more. I think she's done around.
I mean, it really depends on, like, has whoever, when they did the Juniper route, ever tried it with super low kindly? Because we know about the kindly meta thing and how people tend to just play it kindly.
Yeah, I've seen multiple ones say like, no, you have to do the kindly ones.
Okay. I mean, we'll try. We'll see. I'm just curious because I'm like, I also wouldn't be that surprised if it was just tied to your traits. And kindly is rock bottom for us, so.
She's always had my back, and I've always had hers. I encouraged her to chase her dreams, and she's supported me as I chased mine. We already care for each other. But that makes sense. I mean, I haven't run the numbers on it, but I know the basic facts match up.
I'm also, even if it succeeds, kind of curious to go back and try all quirky.
Yeah, we can try. So how would you finish up? I can be honest and say I love her. Ooh, intense, but very open-hearted too. Wish I could tap Juniper's iris for advice, but time's ticking and you've got a date to go on. Good luck. If you really get shot down, I can find you a new apartment before you get back.
On that ominous note, I tuck away my phone and wave over to Juniper. Juniper catches my glance and walks over from the main group. Hi, Ooh. Nice night, right? Right.
Definitely. Listen, Juniper,
Oh, wait. There's something I need to say.
But
We had a lot of fun today, didn't we? Hanging out on the beach, buying knickknacks, hunting ghosts. Great times. I loved spending that time with you.
wait, hunting ghosts?
And Iris and Francine, okay, but mostly because I was with you.
We don't hunt ghosts.
And I want to spend the evening with you, too. Just you and me this time.
Dot, dot, dot.
I mean, we've always been there for each other, no matter what, haven't we? When you were down, I did my best to make you happy again. When I was sad, you cheered me up. You showed me I could want more from life than my crummy old office. I helped you with that poster, and man, great poster, right? Right?
Dot, dot, dot.
I love you, Ulu, and I want to be with you. Always.
Dot, 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 dot.
Oh crap, I forgot. There's something you wanted to tell me too. What was it? I can't help it. I just start giggling. Here she is, opening her heart, and I'm laughing.
Juniper, it's okay. Sorry, I couldn't help it. It's exactly what I was going to tell you. Almost word for word.
Alright, I'm gonna go back now.
Okay. Jokes always work best to break the ice, and I know Juniper loves it when I crack wise. So I'd open with something funny. Humor always works, except when it doesn't. Let's keep going. How would you explain why you'd make a great couple? That's easy. When we hung out, it's a total blast. We both know how to have fun and have always enjoyed each other's company. Why not have more fun? Fun's great and all, but you're asking for romance. It's a little different. Still, that could work? So how'd you finish up? Juniper, will you be my player too? Cute! I mean, she's not very arcadey, but I think she'd like it.
Hi, Ulu. Nice night, right? Right.
Definitely. Listen, Juniper,
Oh, wait. There's something I need to say.
But
I mean, nice night, right? It rhymes. Haha. I just wanted to point that out. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Oh, geez, that was an awful joke, wasn't it? Well, anyway, do you want to go out tonight? Just you and me.
dot.
I mean, we've always had fun together, right? Even if it's just hanging out at home watching cartoons or going out to get a bite to eat or anything. And I really think it'd be fun to go out tonight too. You and I, for realsies. Realsies can be just as fun as goofing off.
Dot.
Will you be my player too and let me take you on a date tonight?
Dot.
I don't think it needs to be all kindly.
I guess not.
If anything, it seems like it, and I also had a suspicion of this because it was like, oh, you almost word for word took what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Is like, I think it's actually just if you've gotten to this point,
You're good.
she already likes you. Oh crap! I forgot there's something you wanted to tell me too. What was it? I can't help it. I just start giggling. Here she is, opening her heart, and I'm laughing.
Oh, let's just reread this.
Yes.
Juniper, it's okay. Sorry, I couldn't help it. It's exactly what I was going to tell you. Almost word for word. Were you done with Iris?
What?
I was about to ask you out on a date. In literally the same way. Here, I practiced my little speech and you beat me to the punch. Don't punch me.
OMG, are you serious? And here I thought I was freaking out, thinking you might be freaked out, and now we're both breaking down into laughing fits, to the point where the others are giving us funny looks. So I sweep an arm around Juniper and lead her further down the boardwalk.
Definitely.
This is so weird, but yeah, let's do this. When all of the Juniper guides apparently also fell into the kindly meta.
Yeah.
While I'm being honest with you, I've been in love with you for a long time now. I always told myself, well, it's not possible, right? We're just too deep in this friend thing. You could never feel the same way, and that's okay, but...
But it didn't stop you from feeling the same... Yeah, it didn't stop you from feeling the way you did.
Not in the least.
Quirky and food. Quirky and food. Let's not think about lost time spent pining for each other. That's just spinning our wheels. What matters most is that we know the truth now. We're in love. I was in a lousy place emotionally for a very long time. I'm not sure I'd have been much of a partner back then. I'm ready now.
All I've ever wanted was for you to be happy. I'd have stayed by your side, even if you didn't love me back, to help you.
I'd have done the same. Help you enjoy your life. Help you get out of the office you hated. Help you find your dreams. We can do that together now. Let's find our dreams.
Ooh.
Oh my lord.
You've made me the happiest roomie-turned-girlfriend in the world! And Juniper gives me a playful punch in the shoulder. Okay, so we're in love, and it's lovely to be in love. But we've got an evening of celebration to focus on, too. What do we do for our first date?
I'm open to suggestions. I know there's a few bars around, but honestly, I was too young when I was at Blossom to know much about the nightlife.
What's fun to do around here? Well, what do we usually do for fun? We don't have to stop doing that just because we've upgraded our relationship from economy to premium.
I don't know, sit on the couch and watch cartoons.
Aha! There's an indie animated flick airing at a theater a few blocks off the main drag. Let's go!
Cartoons!
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 Cartoons! These two dumbasses.
Cartoons.
They really do deserve each other. Wait, or is this anime? Nope, it's cartoons. We good, yo. Cartoons! Okay, onward to romantic bliss and or popcorn. So?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
With cartoons.
Now, which one's Pinky and which one's the brain here? And yes, I'm talking about me and you and not Juniper and Juniper and Ulu.
What?
Out of me and you, which one's Pinky and which one's the brain?
Between us two?
Yes.
Well, the brain is typically found in the head.
Hilarious.
I don't know, Sharky. Which one do you think you are? I think between us, I'm the one probably more likely to suggest trying to take over the world.
And I'm the one in love with the horse?
What?
Keep going.
My roommate, my BFF, my high school sweetheart, now my partner in romantic crime. As opposed to platonic crime. I don't know what's involved in romantic crime.
Crime?
I feel light as a feather. Like, is this really happening? And yet, it is. It's really happening. Juniper's iris leads us down some back streets away from the glowing lights of the boardwalk towards the promise of animated entertainment. And Twitch crashes for like the 20th time today. And here we are with overpriced popcorn and candy. In fact, we're the only two people here. Apparently, weird indie animated movies aren't the hot ticket for beach-going tourists. The two silhouettes and no one else. Just Juniper and I sitting together in a big ol' empty theater. Isn't this nice? We can chat and nobody will complain. I just also want to point out that on our stream we have the curtains now framing the curtains.
Curtains and 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 curtains. The curtain meta?
I'm finding it hard to resist internalized social pressure to be quiet at the movies. Honestly, yeah, being the only person in the theater is the best.
I've never been the only person in a theater.
I've never been the only one, but there is like a theater that I used to go to a lot pre-COVID that has a lot smaller theaters and like shows more random small things sometimes. So I have been one of few, I think. But I don't think I've ever been the only.
There's been times where I've been like one in a tiny handful of people. Like I've gone early enough where I go on a day where like nobody's going to go see a movie. But I've never been this is the I'm the only person in the entire theater.
You know, we haven't actually gone out anywhere in a long time. You've been busy at the Funplex. I've been at home trying to hustle my social media presence as a freelance illustrator.
There's been a pandemic.
I'm glad we're spending some time together totally away from work for a change. Managed to be in a theater with just me, my friend, and some random dude who sat like 3 rows ahead of us. Interesting.
That's amazing.
I'm kind of surprised Guardians of the Galaxy was that empty.
It depends on when you go.
Yeah, it does. But I mean, I feel like for Marvel, I expect more hardcore people to like go see it again and again and again.
I feel like when I went to go see 2, because I had to go see the second movie as a homework assignment for some reason. Because that teacher was a weird teacher. Okay. Yeah, like I did it at a weird time where it wasn't that like when I went to go see the second one, it wasn't that full. Like it wasn't like completely empty, but it wasn't like packed, and that was open weekend.
And if it was a matinee, it would be a lot emptier, just because people aren't like available because of work and stuff.
Yeah. Isn't your work office now our home?
Yeah, I'm still getting used to compartmentalizing. Not like slacking off constantly or working way more hours than I should. Having a commute actually helped in hindsight, says every person in COVID. Or at least every person who works from home.
I don't know. I mean, I'm one of probably a few that have been like, no, I don't like... I guess because of my IT support, it's like, I can technically stay later if I wanted to, but I'm always like, nah, screw you.
This was the good thing actually about when Animal Crossing came out, was that I got so hyped over Animal Crossing that as soon as it was like, okay, end of work day, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go play Animal Crossing. And that was a good like disconnect thing to like swap over to like, okay, now it's fun time. And then since I stopped playing Animal Crossing and I'm not necessarily running off to like play right after what would be work hours, because I have very like loose hours anyway. Like I don't exactly get to set my schedule, but I largely get to set my own schedule. So I have definitely just caught myself continuing to work until like 7 or 7:30 or something, and then been like, wait, shit. And then sometimes, because I've been slacking off during the day, I'm like, wait, I need to keep working. But, I mean, I have to keep reminding myself lately of, like, no, when I was in the office, like, we would go for coffees maybe or something in the middle of the day, and, like, sometimes I just wouldn't be able to focus very well, so I'd walk over to the, like, office kitchen to grab a snack or something. Like, those things still happened. So I shouldn't beat myself up over, like, taking breaks or slacking off a little bit during the workday, because it's not that drastically different from when I would walk out to like grab a snack or grab coffee or something in the office. It's just at home I feel guiltier about it.
See, I actually take more breaks when I'm at home. Like, and not into like, oh, I'm taking more breaks than I should. I'm like, no, we're allowed like 2 breaks. Like, usually when I'm in the office, I don't take them. And when I'm at home, I'm like...
Well, you should take them.
When I'm at home, I'm like, why shouldn't I take this break right now? Screw that, I'm taking the break.
We'll just learn to also carry that over into the office.
Yeah, that's hard.
I know. Work-life balance can be hard.
I just want to work from home. Please, just let me work from home.
But my point is, we're here now, away from all that. Just you and me. Nothing unusual about that. We hang out all the time. We're roomies. We're longtime buddies. We're in love. Only now does the weirdness of it hit me when I realize I'm on a date with Juniper. And there are expected dating bullet points I haven't hit yet. Wait, there are expected dating bullet points?
What? Molotov cocktail!
Huh?
Molotov cocktail! Thrown!
Don't throw a Molotov cocktail in the movie theater. Jazz music.
Jazz music.
What are the expected dating bullet points? Can someone give us the Cliff's Notes?
Cliff Notes of the expected dating bullet points. Oh, that'd be amazing. Sorry, I'm still stuck at the Cliff Notes on the how to ask somebody out and know you want to ask them out.
I mean, how to ask somebody out and how to know that you want to ask them out are 2 different things.
Yeah, I'm reading both simultaneously because I don't understand.
Well, step 1, separate out the 2. Expected bullet points, fuck that noise. Oh, good, thanks, Pi. Phew, that's a relief. Resident Aloe person has confirmed that those things can be ignored. Okay, phew, thanks. Good. This all feels so weird. Like, not in a bad way, but in a way that leaves me at a total loss for what to do differently than I do normally. A wide array of stratagems for advanced dating maneuvers should be considered. You ready for our date? Fuck yeah, babe, I've got my quizels ready and everything.
It's like the one game that I saw Symphonies playing. It's like, oh yeah, get ready to date. Yeah, I'm good. Let's play Macross real quick.
I really just, I'm like, wow, I don't think I've ever wanted to do any of these things.
Yeah.
Tickler? So you have chosen death. Dad's not here.
Yeah.
But I mean quirky and food, so that really only leaves these 2, and quirky takes precedence. Now, my advanced knowledge about the opposition comes into play. I happen to know that Juniper's arms are super ticklish. It won't take much to set her off. With an impish grin, I wriggle my fingers and reach out to tickle her. Hey, I was thinking. Yeah! In her surprise, the tub of popcorn goes flying.
Good, I don't like popcorn anyway.
A scattered cosmos of yellow, white, puffed corn arcs neatly through the air, splashing down across the next 2 rows of seats. Ooh, you fool!
You fool. Oh!
Fuck!
Sorry.
You paid good money for that.
The yawn and the arm around maneuver has only ever been employed against me, ironically. See, that's a...
I thought, like, I read that as employed ironically.
Employed ironically against me.
I don't know
See,
if that's what I meant, but...
That's the problem. You paid money for the popcorn. Look at me, definitely reaching to hug you. You never saw this coming.
I have had the hand on thigh happen to me, and I did not like it. Especially given that that was never agreed to be a date.
Look.
I really need people to tell me when it's a date, okay? If a friend asks me to see a movie, I just assume I'm seeing a movie with a friend. Like, please don't put your hand on my thigh. I feel so uncomfortable.
Look, if you are in a movie, just watch the movie.
Yeah, ideally.
Just watch the movie. That's it. That's it. Let's just watch the movie, and then we can talk about it after.
I mean, I'm still very much stuck on, like, if it's a date, you have to fucking tell me it's a date.
Yes, you should clarify that.
Otherwise, it's not a fucking date. I don't consider it a date. It's not a valid date if you don't have both people agreeing that it's a date.
Exactly? Yes. Yes.
I keep ranting about this, because that, like, one of the first times I was actually asked out on a date was my friend. And I think I've talked about this on here before, too, but it was, like, my friend saying that his friends canceled on him. Do I want to go hang out at the mall this day? By the way, make sure to remind me so I don't forget we're going. That's not how you ask someone on a date. That's the least romantic way. That if you frame it as like, oh, my friends canceled on me, do you want to hang out instead? I'm already like, oh, so you're just looking for another option because you still want to do something on that day and your friends canceled. Like, okay, yeah, sure. That's not asking someone out. And it still utterly baffles me that everyone around me, like my parents, my other friends, everyone insisted, like, no, that's a date. And I was like, no.
But it's not.
It really isn't. To just have someone be like, oh, my friends canceled on me, let's hang out, but like, remind me. Had the thigh touched on too, but not at a movie, just like while we're sitting near each other. And again, it's very, I'm almost touching your junk, I'm sexually attracted to you. Who could have possibly known that was a thing after 5 years of relationship? Yeah, no, I had a guy put his hand on me through like half of a movie, and we were not like in a relationship or anything. He hadn't said it was a date or anything. As far as I knew, we were just friends, but he put, for half the movie, his hand on my thigh, and I was very uncomfortable. These are 2 different guys for these 2 stories, in case it wasn't clear. Yeah. I know it was high school, and, like, people are dumb in high school, and, like, maybe lack the confidence to say it outright. But I stand by both then and now. Like, if you haven't made it clear, it's not a fucking date. No one can just tell you, oh, you went on a date. Yeah, nothing about, oh, my friends canceled on me, so do you want to hang out at the mall, but, like, please remind me in case I forget, reads being asked out to me. It very much is like, oh, I'm bored. do you want to be my like
you know what the only
secondary
thing-
backup option? But you're so unimportant that like I might even forget that I even made plans with you. So you'll have to remind me.
The only thing that could, quote, be read as, in heavy quotes, a date is, oh my gosh, it's a guy and a girl hiding out alone.
Yep. I think that's what it was. But it was just like, it's the same as when some other person was like, yeah, well, we went to dinner. Of course they were dates. And I'm like, I've gone out to dinner with friends so many times, just like one-on-one. That's a normal friend thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a date. That's just hanging out.
Yeah. Unless it was agreed upon by both of you that it was a date before
I mean,
hanging
that's
out.
sort of the difference between just hanging out and a date, is that you two agree that it's a date.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not a date.
It's just, hey, want to go do something? Yeah, cool, whatever. Let's do a thing.
Yep. I think the guy who had his thigh on my, or his hand on my thigh, may have expected some kind of kiss or something afterwards. If he did, I definitely just noped out of there without realizing it afterwards. But, it was... I'm like, have I gone on other inadvertent dates? I may have otherwise inadvertently gone on dates before. But, like, that's where it's just like, well, if it was inadvertently, it's not a date, because a date is intentional. The exception, I guess, being like, oh, if you're hanging out with someone you've been in a relationship with for, like, however long, it's kind of a date, even if you are just hanging out, because that's kind of what dating is.
But there's but there's a lot of then expectation. Like, that's a whole like different thing than a friend is saying, hey, I want to do a thing, is different than a partner being like, hey, let's go do a thing.
Also, like, never assume a guy and a girl hanging out together on a date / a couple, because that's how you get into awkward situations. Speaking as someone who's regularly hung out with her brother and has had a stranger comment on it, prompting us to both say, ew, 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 no, hell, we're related. Yeah, my roommate has also talked about how, like, at some point she was assumed to be in a relationship with this guy she was hanging out with, who was her cousin. Ew, 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 no, we're related, no. Also, bizarrely, at some point, I guess, like, she was also assumed to be a couple just hanging out with a female friend as well at some point. Where it's just like, okay. And, like, apparently, I mean, that especially comes from, like, guys at a bar or, like, a club or something who act really creepy about it. Who are like, oh, are you two going out? Are you two a couple? And you're like, no. And then they act all disappointed. And it's like, did you want us to be? Why?
What does it matter to you if we're a couple or not?
Anyway, so fetishization of real life and even fictional gay relationships is really fucking weird as well. Nope, stop that shit right now, creepy guys at bars. Yeah. I will say that I have had maybe the benefit of, like, if I was hanging out with a whole group of guys, because I just had a lot of guy friends at various points, it was maybe a good defense to make sure I wasn't getting hit on at those times, because I usually never was. And I am guessing that people probably assumed I was, even if it wasn't clear who, they probably assumed I was going out with one of them.
So how many times did people assume we were dating?
Ew, nope, ew.
Yes.
I know, but but I don't know. Several.
I know there was the one time after we saw the movie, we went out, like, and I think I only got, like, a drink or something like that. Like, the waitress put the
Oh,
thing
the
in
number
front
of
me.
times that I've been
I'm
hanging out with
like-
someone and someone puts the check in front of the guy.
And I'm like,
Power move. I'm dating
What?
all of them. Get in line, punk. Wait, that's illegal. Sharky and Satan are friends that form one streamer. I
Yes.
guess if we were dating, that would be the other kind of asexual.
hmm?
One entity that reproduces from itself.
Oh. I'm like, wait, what?
We are one streamer.
Didn't they change the name of that?
Hmm?
Didn't they change the name of that?
I think it's still also called asexual, no?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter because we are not dating. We will not be dating.
No, we
That
won't.
sounds weird.
That would be incredibly weird. Like, there's quite a few people I know that I'm like, no.
According to my friend, if a random stranger tries to hit on her, she just starts barking like a dog until they leave.
That's a good way to make somebody leave. Don't scare anybody's cat. We should probably keep going.
I jam my hands firmly in my lap where they can do no further evil. Aww! But in the end, she laughs it off. The mirthful onslaught, right? Kinda took me more by surprise than delight, though.
How did you?
Ooh, we watch the same romantic comedies and the same goofy anime together. I know the moves too. But I know one that won't result in an emergency room visit. Juniper flips the hinged armrest between our chairs up to clear the space between us, then leans over against me. And I lean in against her, cuddling up close. And like that, everything just clicks into place. But she had already abandoned me because she wanted snacks. See, the mistake is that snacks should be near you. This is what's different. Not some grand gesture, not some socially expected dating technique. Again, are those socially expected dating techniques? Are those expected to be required?
Expected and required are two different things.
Is that
Also-
the expectation of what you're supposed to do? My cat's
Tickle
just looking at me
someone?
with what I hope is love, but looks more like boredom.
Tickling someone? I don't think so.
We'd always spent time together, even cuddled up on the couch, much like this. But now, well, her happy little sighs as we watched the screen meant something more. No kitty snacks in bed. Ah, fair. It meant more than simply relaxing with a friend. It meant spending time with the one you love. I snuggle in close, only half paying attention to the movie, content to be here with her in my arms. She's nuts enough that she'll lose them in the blankets.
That's impressive.
Fair.
Very impressive.
As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, I was thinking maybe we should head back to the hotel after this, maybe make some hot cocoa, and rent another movie. Make it an all-nighter. I just want this moment to last forever. Yup.
Yes. I'll get right on that. First, I'll need some radioactive waste, so I can develop the genetic mutation that lets me freeze time. I wonder if virus can direct me to a nuclear fuel dump site.
Juniper giggles quietly. Only if I get to take a nuke bath too and get super strength. I totally want to be bench pressing dump trucks.
Ooh, and Juniper, they fight crime.
Eventually, the film ends, and the rest of our lives together begin. But before we start up our movie marathon, there's
I
one
guess
more
so.
stop to make. Beach?
I guess they do a little beach one.
I mean, I feel like that was the thing with all of them. Aww.
Oh,
Different
silly
clothes, Juniper.
Uwu. There are much easier chemicals to obtain that will mutate your DNA.
Look, Uwu never passed chemistry, actually.
I'm surprised I passed chemistry.
Iris was right. A 99.97% chance of romantic success if you take your special someone on a moonlit seaside stroll. Yeah.
I thought it was be gay do crimes, not be gay fight crimes.
I mean, if you're doing it by vigilante justice, you're doing both.
That's true.
I never knew you were this much of a romantic at heart.
Can't take credit. It was all Iris's idea. Both.
Oh?
Both is good.
So I should be dating Iris then.
I mean, if you want. I don't think you're USB compatible.
Then I guess I'll have to stick to dating you. Can we go out on another date after we get back to the city? And the night after? And the night after?
I think that's a service I can provide.
I think that's a service that is difficult to provide. A date every single night?
That is very difficult.
A date going out every single night? Oh my god,
I would
that's
be asleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you, Juniper. That sounds exhausting as fuck. Goody!
What if the date is like sit on couch and watch show?
Can we go out on another date after we get back to the city? Share these smiles and laughter as the moon shines down on our newfound love. A very short beach scene.
Very short, yeah.
And that's how Juniper and I found each other. Call our lunchtime party the high water mark, one perfect moment in time. But I was wrong. This was it. And in the difficult weeks ahead, I'd cling to that high water mark in hopes the wave would roll my way again.
Molotov cocktail, go! Level 5 of Arcade Spirits completed. So far, you scored 14,100 points. You're winning friends and influencing people. Oh, and pizza fact time! 3 of the top 10 weeks of pizza consumption occur in January. More pizza is consumed during the big game week than any other week of the year. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 6?
I guess that means that if you date Juniper, Iris is just like, you don't care about your stats. You don't need to hear who you're close with.
I thought it was every beach one that they skipped it.
Maybe.
I think every beach one they skip it.
Fair enough.
Because, like,
only
who
2
cares
hours to complete the beach chapter. That might be a record.
Who cares who your highest stat is?
This is who you're dating. You just went on a date. Do I need to repeat who you're closest with?
Exactly. Like, it doesn't matter at that point.
I guess so. Well, we did it. Only took us just about the whole 2 hours.
We tangented enough.
Yeah.
We should, always need to hit that skip button.
I mean, we had to read the date, which, like, the scenario was pretty much the same, but the text was pretty much all different. Because now it was, worrying about, like, oh no, it's a date now. Oh no, we have to be romantic now.
Do you have to be?
Romantic. I mean, you don't have to be, but if you're on a date, you maybe want to be because you're already on a date.
Yeah, but there's a difference between you may want to be and you have to be.
You don't have to be.
Because like, people may want to be romantic, but
I don't suppose you have to be. I don't know.
And this is to say I don't fully understand romance.
So in conclusion, we're not Aero we think? Maybe?
My romantic orientation is a question mark because I don't flip it out.
Romantic orientation is question mark, question mark, question mark?
Yes, exactly.
Sounds about right.
Because I don't flip it know. It's all extremely confusing. I don't get it. And how do people know these things?
Magic.
Oh,
They
magic?
all call up magic and say, Magic, what's our romantic orientation? We don't know.
Magic, so you can tell me what my orientation
And
is?
Magic's like, this person is biromantic. This person is heteroromantic. That person is also biromantic. This person can be panromantic. That person can be homoromantic. Yeah.
Where's the people that are aromantic?
Yes, there will also be those.
Okay.
I mean, I
What?
think Magic is Arrow, so I just kind of assumed that was covered too. Sorry.
Oh.
Or maybe all of the
Assuming-
aromantics are the ones assigning romantic orientation to everyone else.
We don't know. This is ours. Yours are all these things.
Oh, we don't have one, but that's why we give everyone else one.
Well, you have one. You're aromantic.
I mean, true.
Like,
Sorry, badly phrased.
I know what you meant.
It's
but
just not oriented anywhere. It
it's
points to
oriented-
nothing.
Yes. Anyway, thank y'all for joining.
Thanks, bye.
Guess we're not finishing Wednesday. Here.
I don't know why you expected us to. The beach one is long, with the date and everything.
You could have that.
No, not really.
Could have.
We would not have flown through all of chapter 6 that fast. We
I don't
could have
remember
at best
chapter
gotten
6.
to the midway point, probably.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah, but it's not what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.